In the corporate world, we are always striving to climb the ladder and trying to earn more titles, more names. And we wear those titles like a badge of honor because that usually tells people that you're important and you can deliver. If I were to ask you what's your stress level like, you'll probably answer by saying that you have it under control. Your mind is able to rationalize the stress, but I can reassure you, your cardiovascular system is already showing signs of cracking. So as a vascular specialist, stress is not just an emotion or a feeling. It's actually a physical force that can alter your blood flow. So in the last episode, we talked about this being your pivot decade. Now I want you to continue to have that mind shift and think about your health as a flow. So there's two types of stress. The first is the acute stress. And this is one I'm not too worried about. This is when you have to go in front of your boss, go on a presentation, go to a board meeting. This is where your heart rate beats a bit faster, your eyes become a bit wider, and it's fight or fight. When the episode is over, everything will go back to normal. But what I do worry for you is the chronic stress. Now this is the one that's always on your mind. This is checking your emails and checking your phone throughout the day. And this one, it basically means that you're 24/7, you're bathed in adrenaline and cortisol. So as a vascular specialist, I look at adrenaline and cortisol very differently. Now, adrenaline will make your heart beat a bit faster, a little bit stronger, and cortisol will tighten up your arteries. So it's like pressing on the accelerator all the time. The flow, instead of being laminar and smooth, become turbulent. And that turbulent flow acts like little sandpaper, sanding away the inner lining of your arteries. Micro injuries will occur and your body will patch it up with cholesterol. Now, the more cholesterol gets built up, the flow becomes more turbulent. It's a vicious cycle that keeps happening and happening. In the decade's time, in your 50s or in your 60s, that's when all the major problems start happening. So we need a strategy that helps you recover from this stress. So I won't advise you to quit your job, but what I can advise you on is some recovery strategies from this stress. Now, number one, you should really protect your sleep. That's the only time your blood vessels get to dilate and relax. Number two, if you walk around constantly with your eyebrows raised, your jaws clenched, or your shoulders raised, maybe you're carrying too much stress. It's time to step away and just try to take a break. And number three, exercise. Now, it could actually be a stressor as well as stress releaser. Now, if you overdo it, it can actually create more stress. So what you need to do is exercise, recover, and that will help you build resilience. In your 20s and 30s, your blood vessels are elastic enough to bounce back from stress. But in your 40s, your vascular system is now prone to stiffening. So when you add corporate stress to your natural aging in your 40s, well, that's a fast track to hypertension, arrhythmias, or worse, like heart attack. So it's quite often that I see people in their 50s and 60s suddenly hit with multiple problems, the likes of hypertension, high cholesterol, diabetes, for example. And I wish I could just go back 10 years time and in their 40s, and I would be able to advise them to start paying attention to their body and dealing with these stress. You are in a high-performing job, and I get it. Stress is inevitable. It never stops. But how your body manages the stress is something you can decide and you can manage. So now I think it's time for you to be realistic and go and have a look, an honest look at your day, figure out where all the stresses are, and start managing them. So if you or somebody you know has benefited from what I just said, feel free to hit the subscribe and like button, and I'll see you next time.